My child, if these words have reached you in the middle of your waiting, then linger here with me for a little while. I know how close you came to moving on. I know your thumb was already lifting toward the next thing, and somehow you paused. And you are still here, still listening. Perhaps that pause was not nothing. You do not have to feel hopeful to stay. You do not have to arrive with faith that feels strong or a heart that still believes the way it once did. You only have to let these words sit beside you for a few quiet minutes. So loosen your grip just a little and let your shoulders come down and breathe slowly while we sit together. Before another word, let me be honest with you, because you deserve honesty. What you are about to hear is an encouragement drawn from the Bible, a reflection offered in faith. It is not a private revelation. It is not a forecast of your future, and it is not a promise that any particular thing will happen in your life. It is simply the steady comfort of Scripture, spoken gently over a tired and waiting heart today. And there is one verse I want to lay underneath everything tonight. It comes from the 27th Psalm, verse 14. Receive the words slowly, the way you would receive water after a long road. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Read it once more inside your chest. Wait. Be of good courage. He will strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Notice that the waiting is not the punishment. The waiting is the place where strength is given. This is not a clever saying. It is not a slogan to push you forward. In the Scriptures, this is the voice of the one who made you, steadying the ones he loves while the answer is still on its way. And tonight, that ancient steadiness is being spoken over your long waiting. So let these words come to you the way the Bible offers them, as if the Father himself were sitting beside you in the quiet and saying, My child, I have seen how long you have waited. I have seen the calendar pages you turned with that same prayer still unanswered. I have seen you hope at the start of a year and quietly stop hoping by the middle of it. The Scriptures hold that same question, where a weary heart cries out, asking the Lord how long he will be forgotten, whether it will be forever. You are not the first to ask that question, and you were never wrong to feel it. I have watched you wait for the healing that has not come. I have watched you wait for the door to open, for the call to ring, for the change you have begged the heavens to send. I have watched you keep believing far longer than anyone around you knew, and I did not turn away from your waiting. I know there are mornings you wake, and the first thing you feel is the weight of still not knowing. You prayed the same prayer so many times that the words began to feel hollow in your own mouth, and slowly you wondered if anyone was gathering them at all. But hear me now, a delay is not a refusal. Sometimes what feels like silence is patience, holding the answer until the time when it will truly be a gift and not a wound, keeping you from roads that gleam at the start, but end in regret. What you have called an unanswered prayer was never a forgotten prayer. It was held quietly in places your eyes cannot reach. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. You are not waiting on a God who has lost track of you, and your prayer is not lost in some endless line. The fear that whispers you have been abandoned is not the truth about you, and it is not the voice of the one who made you. You have heard a voice, haven't you? A low voice that grows louder the longer the waiting stretches on. It speaks in your own tone, so you have assumed it is only your own thinking. It tells you that nothing is going to change. It tells you that you have hoped for the last time and you are foolish to hope again. It says everyone else gets their answer, and somehow yours keeps slipping past you. And in the late hours, it counts your disappointments back to you, one by one, slowly, until you almost believe the counting. My child, hear me. That voice is a liar. It does not speak for heaven, and it does not speak for the one who made you. So tonight, when that tired old voice begins its familiar speech, answer it with truth. When it says nothing will ever change, the truth says, wait on the Lord. When it says you are too weak to keep waiting, the truth says, He shall strengthen thine heart. When it says your story is already over, the truth says, the last page has not been written. You do not have to silence that voice all at once. You only have to stop signing your name to its lies. So if you are listening tonight with a hope that has worn thin, this is for you. If you are tired of waiting in a way that rest does not touch, this is for you. If you have smiled and told everyone you are fine, while the waiting quietly aches underneath, this is for you. If you have prayed one prayer so many times that you almost cannot bear to pray it again, this especially is for you. You do not have to perform patience here. You do not have to pretend the waiting is easy. You do not have to hide your weariness to be welcome. Come as you are, tired and all. In the scriptures, the prophet Isaiah leaves a promise for exactly the ones who are worn down by waiting. The scriptures say that those who wait upon the Lord will renew their strength, that they will rise up as on the wings of eagles, that they will run and not be weary, and walk and not faint. Notice who the strength is promised to. Not the ones who never grow tired, not the strong, not the fast, not the ones who waited without a single complaint. The ones who wait, the ones whose strength has already run low, the ones who feel they cannot go another mile. That promise has your name in it, exactly as you are, in the middle of your long wait. You do not have to manufacture strength to keep going. You do not have to climb your way back to hope on your own. The scriptures never say, wait perfectly, and then strength will come. They say wait, and strength will be renewed. And there is a quiet confession in this same psalm that I do not want you to miss. It is the verse just before the one we began with, the 27th Psalm, verse 13. Listen carefully. I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Sit with that honesty for a moment. Even the one who wrote this admits he nearly gave out. He nearly fainted under the weight of his own waiting. What held him up was not that the answer had come. It was that he still believed he would see goodness here in the land of the living. Not only someday, far beyond this life, here in your real days, in the ordinary mornings still ahead of you. If you have felt yourself almost fainting under the long delay, you are in the company of the faithful, not outside of it. Nearly losing heart does not mean you have lost your faith. It means you are human, and you are still holding on. And I want you to know something about all those prayers you thought had vanished. The ones you prayed quietly while you waited. The ones you almost stopped praying. The ones that were only a name or a need whispered through tears in the dark. You thought they slipped away unheard. You thought the long silence meant they never landed anywhere. But the scriptures say your tears are not ignored. Not a single one of them. Every patient prayer was heard. Every quiet ache of waiting was understood. None of it was wasted, and none of it was ever too small to matter. Sometimes the answer was not the one you asked for, and sometimes the answer was wait, which is the hardest answer a heart can hold. But waiting was never the same thing as being abandoned. Beneath the surface, in the soil your eyes cannot see into, something has been forming all this time. like a seed pressed down into the dark earth, looking like nothing at all, right up until the morning it pushes green through the ground. You were never as alone in the waiting as the waiting made you feel. Now, I know you may not feel any of this yet. Feeling returns slowly to a heart that has waited a long time. And that is all right. What is true does not wait for your feelings to agree with it. The ground holds you whether or not you can feel it holding you. And these promises were written down long before you were born, so they could find you on the very night your own hope had thinned. So let me say it again, gently, the way you may have needed someone to say it for a long time. Your waiting is seen, not ignored. Seen, counted, and not forgotten. The world has taught you to measure your life by how quickly things arrive, by how fast you get the answer, by whether your timeline looks like everyone else's. But that is not how heaven measures a faithful, waiting heart. Your worth was never tied to how soon your prayer was answered. It was tied to the love of the one who made you. And that love does not grow while you wait. And it does not shrink because the answer is slow. In the waiting, you are loved. In the not yet, you are loved. On the days you wait with peace, you are loved. And on the days you wait with tears, you are loved still. I want you to look back, just for a moment, on the other times you waited and were sure you could not bear it. The seasons you thought would never end. The delays that felt like they would undo you. And yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still waiting, but still here. Do you ever wonder how you made it through those waits that seemed unbearable? How a strange peace found you on a night you had no reason to feel calm? How you woke with just enough strength for one more day of waiting, when the night before you had none left? The scriptures would say that was not chance. That was the hand that never let go of you, even while you waited. You did not survive those long seasons because you were strong enough on your own. You survived because you were held, even when you could not feel the hands that were holding you up. And here is something the long waiting has hidden from you. You are not the same person who first began to wait for this. You think you have only been losing time, but you have also been deepening in the place where deepening hurts the most. The patience you carry now, you did not have when this began. The gentleness you feel toward other people who are waiting and aching, you bought that with your own long nights. The quiet endurance that gets you up on the heavy mornings, that was forged in you, not handed to you. The scriptures say that the testing of your faith works patience, and that what is tried in the fire can be made pure. The waiting was never sent to break you. Gold passes through the furnace not to be destroyed, but to be refined. And you are coming out of this waiting more tender, more steady, and more truly yourself than you have ever been. One day you will sit beside someone in the very waiting you are in tonight, and the patience you learned in the dark will become the reason they find the courage to keep believing. Nothing you have endured in this waiting is going to be wasted. And let me speak gently to the comparison that has been quietly stealing your peace while you wait. You have watched other people receive what you are still waiting for and decided you have been left behind. Behind the friends whose prayers seemed answered so quickly. Behind the life you assumed you would be living by now. Behind some hidden schedule no one ever actually handed you. But heaven does not run on that clock. You are not late. You are not a slower, lesser version of someone else's story. The scriptures are full of people who waited far longer than seemed fair and were never once forgotten in the waiting. The ones who waited years for a promise, the ones who waited in the quiet long after others had given up. The length of your wait is not the measure of your worth. So lay down the habit of measuring your life against a timeline you were never meant to keep. You are exactly where grace can still reach you. And grace has never, not even once, arrived too late. So tonight, I am asking you to set down a few things you were never meant to carry through this waiting. Lay down the shame of still being in the same place you prayed to leave behind. Lay down the bitterness that has crept in while the answers stayed away. Lay down the fear that keeps writing the ending of your story in ink it has no right to use. You were not made to carry those things through the waiting, and you do not have to carry them alone. And about all the times you feel you wasted while you waited, the years you think slipped through your fingers, the seasons you are sure amounted to nothing. Hear this carefully, my child. The waiting was not empty. The years were not thrown away. The scriptures promise that His mercies are new every morning. New every single morning, which means tomorrow already holds fresh mercy for you, before you have done anything to earn it. Grace was never a reward for the ones whose prayers were answered fastest. It has always been a gift for the ones still waiting, and that includes you. So lay the lost time down too. Not because the waiting was easy, but because it no longer gets to tell you your story was wasted. If these words have stirred something in you, you do not need to do anything dramatic. You do not owe anyone a comment to make this real. You do not have to prove your faith to a stranger. But if you would like, take this quiet moment and turn it into a small prayer. It can be as simple as this. Lord, I am tired of waiting. Help me to keep trusting you while I wait. There are no perfect words. The scriptures show God meeting people in groans and whispers and prayers too weary to finish. Your honesty is enough. And if someone comes to mind right now, someone who is worn down by their own long waiting, you are welcome to share this message with them. Not as a chain, not as a demand, just as a kindness, the way you would offer a chair to someone who has been standing too long. Now, here is one gentle but important reminder, and I will not hurry past it. Faith is a deep comfort, but it is not a replacement for care. If you are struggling with your health or your mind, or a heavy waiting that feels too big to carry, please also reach out to a doctor, a counselor, or someone you trust. Hope and help were always meant to walk together. Asking for support is not a failure of faith. It is wisdom, and it is brave. And before we come to the end, let me ask one simple thing of you. Wait a little longer. I am not telling you the answer arrives tonight. I am not handing you a date or a guarantee or a tidy ending wrapped with a bow. I am telling you what faith has always whispered to the waiting, that your story is still being written and you are nowhere near the last page. You have lived through 100% of your hardest waits so far. Think about that. That is not luck. That is grace, carrying you through the waiting on the days you did not even notice you were being carried. And the same grace that has held you this long is not about to set you down now. So when the answer still feels far away, wait on the Lord. When the morning seems slow to come, wait on the Lord. When you cannot see how the story ends, take the one step in front of you and wait on the Lord. So as this message comes toward its close, I want to leave one thing in your hands to carry into tomorrow. Your waiting is not wasted, and your story is not finished. So let the words we began with rest over you one more time. From the 27th Psalm, verse 14. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and He shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Whatever this long waiting has taken from you, the final word over your life is not loss. Be of good courage. Your heart is being strengthened, even now, even here. I will not promise you a date. I will not promise you a form. I will not pretend to know the things that only God knows. You have been handed enough empty promises, and I will not add to the pile. But I can leave you with what the scriptures say with full confidence. Wait on the Lord. Take courage. He will strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. So lift your head tonight. Not because the waiting is suddenly over, but because you were never, not for one moment, waiting alone. Take one more slow breath now, and let this be the truth you fall asleep on. Your waiting is seen, your heart is held, and you are loved through every day of it. If messages of hope like this one bring you peace, you are always welcome to stay close to this little corner of the internet where we simply sit with the scriptures together. And wherever tomorrow finds you, however long the waiting still stretches, may you walk through it knowing that the one who made you has not let go of your hand. Peace be with you, my friend. Rest now.